Hello, second grade. This is your English video. Your English video for Thursday, December 10, 2020. We're going to begin today's lesson on page 41 of your English book. That is our lesson 7 on page 41. Lesson 7 on page 41. Lesson 7 is called Which Kind of Sentence? Up here at the top, please read with me. Look at the picture below. Ask questions about it. Invite classmates to answer with telling questions. So looking at the picture of the hot air balloon down below, can you ask a question about it? I'm listening. Okay. Can you answer your question? I'm listening. Okay, it would go like this. How many animals are in the hot air balloon? That's a question. How many? My answer would be, there are 2 animals in the hot air balloon. Let's come down and keep reading. A sentence. Read it with me. A sentence can ask a question or tell something. A question ends with a question mark. A telling sentence ends with a period. Read the question, then read the telling sentence that answers it. Let's read that red question. What is in the balloon? That's a question. Let's read the telling sentence in blue. Pets are in the balloon. Try it out. Let's go to the red box at the bottom. Speak up. Read each sentence and say if it is a telling sentence or a question. Tell what end mark should be added. Number 1. What color is the balloon? Is that a question sentence or a telling sentence? It's a question. Good. What mark does it need at the end? A question mark. Just for a review here while we're doing, we can use a question mark, a period, and we know, although we might not cover it today, our other mark that we talk about quite often is our exclamation point or excited mark, correct? Let's say them again. Say question mark, period, excited mark or exclamation point. Let's go on to number 2 in that box. Read it with me. The balloon has many colors. Is that telling or asking? The balloon has many colors. It's telling. Good. It's a telling sentence. What punctuation would I need here? Because I was telling something, I use a period. Good job. All right. It says now write each sentence correctly. We're going to skip that today. Let's move on to the next page. Turn to page 42. Page 42, there's bees at the top. It says, on your own, read it with me. Write each sentence, add the correct end mark, write T after each telling sentence, and Q after each question. Example, a bee is a bug. Is that telling? Or is it a question? It's telling. Good. So you'd write a T at the end for telling. And what kind of punctuation would you use for telling? The period. Very good. All right, here we go. Number 1. Do bees buzz? Let's write that. Number 1. Do bees buzz? Do bees buzz? Question or telling? It's a question, so let's do a big Q at the end. Good. And so what punctuation would I need? I would need that question mark. Let's make that question mark. There we go. That's number 1. All right, number 2. Bees make honey. Bees question or telling? It's telling. Good. Put a big T at the end of the line. And so what punctuation would I need? Telling is a period, isn't it? Has a period at the end. All right, let's move on. Number 3. Bees have wings. Bees have wings. Telling or question? I'm telling you. Put a big T at the end. And I do a period. Good. Number 4. Is honey sweet? Is honey sweet? I'm asking a question. Put a big Q for question at the end. Good. And what do I need? A question mark. Good. All right, numbers 5 through 8 say, proofread these sentences from a nature guide. Find 4 mistakes with capital letters and end marks. Write each sentence correctly. We're not going to rewrite this part, but let's go through it for sure. Let's read the page of the spider book. Spiders. A spider has 8 legs. It spins a web. Do you know why? Okay, we need to find 4 mistakes. What's our first mistake? Okay, yes, if you said uppercase A for a spider, you're correct. We have to start with an uppercase letter for that sentence. That's 1. Give me another mistake. Okay, it spins a web, needs a period. If you said that, you're correct. And number 3, uppercase D for do, it begins a sentence. And our last mistake, do you know why is a question, so I need a question mark. That's number 4, good job. All right, let's go on. We have one more lesson to do. Page 43. Page 43, lesson 8. Here we go. Let's read it together. Do what this sentence tells you to do. Close your eyes and count to 4. They're telling us to do something. Here we go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's called a command. The lesson 8 title is commands. Commands are telling you to do something. A telling sentence ends with a period. A question ends with a question mark. Another kind of sentence is a command. A command tells a person or animal to do something. A command begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. A command often begins with an action word, like play this game with me, or listen to the rules. Play is an action word, isn't it? And listen is another action word. So we know now that commands begin with an uppercase letter, they end with a period, and they usually begin with an action word like play, listen, run, give, close, hang. Let's come down here to try it out at the bottom red box. Speak up. Tell how to make each command correct. Number 1, hide. How do we fix that command? Hide. It's only one word. Did you know sentences could be just one word? Commands can be just one word. What did they tell us to do? Hide. Did you see me? Hide. What's missing? A period. It should have a period after the word hide. Number 2, be quiet. How do I fix that command? Uppercase B for be and a period. Good. Number 3, read it with me. Count to 10. What's wrong with that command? I need an uppercase C, don't I, for count, beginning of the sentence. And the last one, number 4, read it with me. Look around. What's missing in that command? A period's missing, isn't it? Good. Excellent. All right, write it out. Now write the sentences correctly. We won't do that today. We'll just talk about them. Example, close your eyes. What needs to be done? Uppercase C for the word close and a period at the end. Good. Let's go to page 44. I have a feeling we're going to have some chance to write some commands here on your own. Write each command correctly. Example, stand here. How would I fix that? Uppercase S and stand and a period after here. Good. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3 on our paper. Start with number 1 again. Number 1 again. It says, take this rope. What's wrong with take this rope? Uppercase T for take and a period. Let's write it correctly. Uppercase T. Take this rope. Period. Good job. Number 2. Pull hard. All right, how can I fix that? Pull hard. Uppercase P and a period. Here we go. Pull hard. With a period. That's a pretty short sentence, isn't it? I kind of like commands because most of our sentences tend to be much longer, and it's really fun in your writing to mix it up. Have some long sentences, have some shorter sentences, and commands are a great way to write a shorter sentence in those longer sentences. Mix it up a little bit. It's much more interesting for your reader. Number 3, do not let go. What do we need to do to fix it? Okay, capital D for do. And then what do we put at the end? A period. Okay, do not let go. There we go. All right. 4 to 6 says, proofread this chart of commands. Find 3 mistakes with capital letters and end marks. Write the commands correctly. We're not going to write them, but we will go over them second grade. So let's read that fire drill rules. Here we go. Fire drill rules. Do not talk. Please walk quickly. Follow your teacher. What's the first mistake you see? If you said uppercase D and do, you're right. That's one mistake. Another mistake. The second line says, please walk quietly. That's a command, but they put a question mark there. Wah, wah. What should be at the end of a command? A period, not a question mark. Good. And one more. If you said a period after teacher for follow your teacher, you're right. It needs a period. Good job, friends. Good job on those 2 lessons. That's all we have to do today. Please share your writing with mom and dad. Have them check your commands. Have them check your statements and your questions. And you'll be good to go. Have a great day.